You are now recording, Holmes.
Now recording homies. Welcome to the show.
Huh. That is really weird.
I'm glad you said something because I hadn't liked that picture.
I'll tell you what. Huh.
It's not working.
Well, she worked for the library when they first opened up, then she went over to OG's and then went to health from there.
Just something that might. Got anything on that microphone?
That's what I was looking for.
Well, me and her dad were playing chess. We played chess.
You're never gonna get it off.
Well, no, I just want to make sure that nobody's coming out of a frame or nothing. I will move this shit. Watch me. I'll move this if I got to. And that should give him plenty of room to move around, do his thing. He can back up and still be in.
Just take a picture of him.
I looked perplexed, didn't I? It looks like I know what I'm doing almost.
Oh, wait, gotta look straight ahead
Okay.
at me.
Oh, okay.
That like
A little
mask is
over
pretty
to the
sweet.
right.
Chris, you can wear that.
Go
for
scratch your
your
head,
show.
dude.
That mask.
Yeah, really.
Nobody knows what the caveman looks like. That's all they see is the face of the caveman. I can see it now.
All right. So, what's up, everybody? I guess nobody heard the intro and just heard us yammering on. So,
Probably even better though.
while I get that worked out, we're just gonna start. You know what? We're probably just gonna do all the talking and all the playing now. So,
I like that. You know I like to talk.
oh yeah, everybody likes to talk. So we got some beer. We got some guests. Got the lovely Terry Renda sitting over there.
Hey.
Thank you for coming over.
Las Vegas metal scene.
Gio from the Driven. He's here too, so he's gonna be checking things out. So tell you what, let's get this whole thing started. My very first guest is Wade Eno from the Scorched.
Hey,
And,
good to be here. Yes.
He's a really good friend of mine. So it's really good. We did Vegas Uprising together. Vegas Uprising. Well, you're on the local Uprising shows.
Everything's rising. In rock in general.
Everything's rising and rocking in general.
Yeah.
That's true. It's
That was courtesy of Gio Garcia.
yeah. Hey, you're dripping out of your little.
Won't be the first time. In the wintertime, you're like an icicle.
Yeah, in Chicago, dude. It was, yeah, but I was up there.
Yeah. So anyway, I usually have music playing now for a little bit till we get started and stuff. For
Here
some
we
reason,
go.
it's not really working right for whatever reason. I don't know. But it's all good. It's all good. We're here at Red Rockin Tattoo and Apparel, so if you're around, stop by.
6145
Yeah,
West
get a
Sahara,
tattoo.
people.
I mean, look around the shop. The imagery is awesome. They're very, very talented people.
And yeah, this is being filmed as well, so you get to see this
People
whole
getting
thing.
tattoos as we speak.
You'll get to
Yeah.
see this train wreck instead of just hear it, people.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you get to just see what's going on around here. So, want to thank Jax right off the bat for letting us do this here. It's really cool.
Totally, yeah.
And,
Awesome.
amazing tattoo artists that are here. They do a lot of really good stuff here. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you can buy. You can even doing a lot of leather work and clothing line and
Yeah,
stuff.
they got the whole setup over here now.
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out what that was, but wow, a lot of cool stuff going on.
a lot of
over
cool
there.
stuff. So wait, so what's going on, man? What's it all about?
Well, you know, like I said, like we were alluding to earlier, the rock world is on the rise. It's strong, alive, and well, and what seemed to have been like fading into the background for a little while has come right back to the forefront. So there's a lot on my plate, and a lot of the other rock bands in the Southwest, at least, on their plates right now too. The scene's really strong. So. As far as personally, working on an album with the Scorched, working on shows with several different people, including Revolution Radio, working on a bunch of different aspects of writing and bringing it to the people right now. So kind of playing shows, recording, touring, setting up shows, benefits, writing.
You know what? We did not really cover that day because that was what we did in that little amount of time. I don't care what, 20 bands in that little amount of time. That was a good job.
It takes some rockers to do that, man. Get that done.
Wow, that was annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had headaches for weeks.
I did that with zero cocaine. I just want you to know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought I was kind of hammered at that show, and I wasn't. Every time I had a drink in my hand,
No, man,
it
we
disappeared.
were just like exhausted.
I was exhausted.
Yeah.
When I get exhausted,
You're out of it.
I make like I'm really fucked up. So it's just like,
Also, it doesn't take as much alcohol to fuck you up when you're exhausted like that.
that's true.
That's
That's
also
true.
true.
That was a lot.
22
Took a lot out of
hours.
everybody. Yeah, it's
22 and a half. I don't remember what it was when I finally helped dude put up that last table, but I was tired as hell.
All I know is I went to the Pepper Mill afterwards, in the light of day, after the show. Walked out, almost blinded by the sun, and drove myself, limped, I should say, to the Pepper Mill. Had some eggs Benedict, and it was amazing.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't had eggs Benedict in a while.
Well, the Pepper Mill has some good egg Benedict.
That's what I hear. That's some really good stuff over
Yeah,
there.
they don't mess around. It's fine.
So tell me something. You got how'd you get when you first started? When you first started out playing, when you first picked up the guitar, what made you do that?
To be honest with you, man, like I've had a connection with guitar since I have memory. I remember walking into a guitar store with my mom, and she was buying a guitar, much like this one. This is my grandmother's guitar originally, hand me down. Love her. But they were getting a guitar, and we walked into the guitar shop, and I was just knee-high kid, and I remember the name of the place was Smershals in Rumford, Maine, where I'm from. And we walk in, and I'm looking at the Fender Stratocasters and the Gibson Les Pauls on the wall. I didn't know what they were, but I just looked at my mom and said, "Mom, I want to play that." And like I didn't give up. Ever since I said that, I kept hounding her, and she'd like get me toy guitars and stuff, and I ended up like breaking it or whatever, because it wasn't exactly what I wanted. I wanted the real guitars. So when they finally broke down in high school and bought me one, I think the reason I picked it up is because I always wanted to do it, and that's what motivated me. Some of my friends were doing it. Some of my close friends, one of my good friends had bought a bass. I was listening to a lot of like alternative rock and stuff at the time that was influencing me to really, really get into playing the music and writing my own stuff. I've always been writing songs ever since I was a little kid, but having the music to put it to, or being able to bring a guitar with that, with the lyrics, was something that I'd always wanted to do, and definitely self-motivated.
Nice.
Never put it down. So.
Now, wait, I got to get back to that. What the hell did you call that place, and what was the name of that store? None of that.
Commercials.
It sounds like a horrible Marshalls or something. And it was where? Rumpusville?
Smurfle.
What was it called?
I'm from a small town in Maine called Rumford.
Rumford.
Rumford,
I never
Yeah,
heard of
they
that.
don't have guitar centers there. They don't have anything there. This is all the guy's last name was Smershel.
Oh, okay,
So,
that's.
his
I was
store.
trying to figure out what stoner came up
So
with
he
that.
basically had a store that he ran out of basically like, I think like the back of his house basically. It was just like an addition. And you walk in and there's like a bunch of guitar racks or whatever with like all the local bands and whatever. There's actually a lot of talent in Maine. Obviously, I'm from there. Come on. Nah, I'm kidding. But my cousin also, Christopher, the other frontman for the Scorched, is also from Maine. We grew up together there, and then reconnected when we came out from the Southwest. But yeah, I mean, music has always been huge for our family, for us. Like I said, this is the guitar my grandmother gave me.
That is really cool to me. I'm sorry, but that makes it even cooler.
Oh, I want to.
I love acoustic anyway.
I was gonna hire someone. I'm looking for an artist to basically take a picture. I'm gonna give him an old picture from like the 20s of my grandmother, or not the 20s, but probably like the let's say 1940s. My grandmother, just like kind of like her face, and like I want to kind of like do a black and white on the guitar.
I just met two artists in the last 3 days. That
Jason
something like that. You know what I mean?
Jason Overly.
Yeah, because I would like to, and you know what I mean, and same for another guitar that my mom bought me. I'd like to do the same thing with her, like an old picture of her, like actually get homages to the women in my life who never left me. Yeah,
That's pretty damn good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So who was your first influence?
I don't even. I mean, influence to write music or influence to
Write
listen to
music,
music.
play music.
I mean, I remember the first CD I remember listening to religiously was Aerosmith Pump. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. That was probably for some reason 5th grade. That CD, and then it got me into all the other Aerosmith stuff. But like, I think I heard something like "Living on the Edge" on the radio, which is on Get a Grip. But then it inspired me to be like, what else do they have? And then I heard like Janie Got a Gun and like a couple other ones off that album, and I was just blown away. And I just couldn't, at that age, it was so catchy to me. I just couldn't stop listening to it. And like the guitar, like the screaming guitar solos, which I found out later. I guess it isn't always Joe Perry on the albums doing that stuff because they were always high on whatever those two. But you know what I mean. But he wrote the original guitar riff for it, so I always liked Joe Perry. I was like, Joe Perry's a great guitarist. I loved as a kid, you know what I mean. But then later on, I got into other stuff, But I think originally it was like rock and roll. Like I was big into Kiss when I was a kid. Like I really liked Kiss. I really liked Queen when I was a kid. A lot of the big like auditorium type bands, you know what I mean? Like I like big sound. Something like Journey, I love that. You know what I mean? Something that has a really big, like you should be an arena sound. You know what I mean? That's my stuff right there. So originally, later on it was punk.
Okay, I was gonna say because I was seeing some influences from the performances I've seen you do.
Nirvana. Everyone says that they hear Nirvana.
With the scores.
Probably the first alternative stuff I listened to.
I was like, there's no way that's everything that you know. Because you guys got a little different thing going on.
Oh, no, man. Like, the thing is, we choose to do original music. The other guys, we just hired Josh Ritz. He's our newest guitarist. He's amazing. But he was in their original band, Sarah's Lament. And Sarah's Lament was one of the most successful cover bands in Phoenix. It was Derek, my drummer, Christopher, the other front man, Josh Ritz, and they had another bassist who was Josh's dad. And they were really good, so they know a lot of covers. I play a 3-hour acoustic set every week at a farmer's market.
I noticed you guys switched
I
it
know
up.
a lot of covers. I play a lot of covers, but the thing is, we like to write and play our own music because we like to influence people with our own work.
The way you guys did that show in Boulder City a month ago. I see how you guys kind of switch up on the singing, and that was kind of different.
Well, there's two writers, you know what I mean? If I write the lyrics, a lot of times I will sing the lyrics because I have
You're the one that felt them when you wrote
Right,
them.
precisely, dude. You have it right on the head. Because I felt it when I wrote it, and so then I trust the other members of the band to come in and do their jobs, and we're all multi-instrumentalists, so we can all just figure out which instrument we want to pick up for it, what we can do for our part, you know what I mean?
That gives it a whole different spin on
Absolutely.
everything you
So
do.
every time we do a show, you never know where you're going to see us on. I might be playing bass for a whole show. I might be playing acoustic guitar.
Okay, that's why I was getting confused.
Electric.
I was like, I was like,
Yeah.
Because why the hell not? You know what I mean? Because like we have about 7 or so hours, probably more, of original material that we can just throw out there, and we can sculpt any show the way we want to do it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I can stay on one instrument the whole show, or I can switch between 3 or 4 different instruments throughout the show.
You guys should do that all the time. It makes it more interesting.
We do. We do.
It's just cool to
We do. We always want to make it a different experience. We never do the same set list.
Confused.
Yeah, we never do the same
See,
set
One of the
list.
it's
reasons.
working.
Right. We want to keep you guessing. That's kind of part of the thing. Like when you, like for instance, when you go to a Pink Floyd show or a Muse show, for instance, you don't know what you're gonna see. You know you're gonna get an experience, but you don't know what. You know that something cool is gonna happen, but you don't know what yet. And a lot of other bands like Tool, for instance, or a band like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know something cool is gonna happen. Or Rob Zombie. All these guys, they know how to put on a performance. You know what I mean? They know how to switch it up every time, or to keep the people guessing. You know, like what's gonna happen. Like it's exciting.
But what difference is a lot of people can put on a performance, but you still got to have good music to be able to get to putting on those performances.
Well, absolutely. That's what comes down to writing and writing and writing and writing and writing. When you have all that material to draw from, you can make any kind of journey you want to make. You know what I mean? But you can't leave out emotions, and that's why we write so eclectically, is so that we can play anywhere, any show, anytime. Challenge me. You know what I mean? I'll take it.
Oh shit! I should come up with some horrible song right now.
I mean, challenge me for a venue. You know what I mean? Like I can play a hippie stock, or I can play like a hard rock show, depending on what you want. You know what I mean? Like because the music is there, we have it written already. It just comes down to what kind of show the people want in that particular place at that particular time, and it's all original music. We don't have to draw from covers to do that, which is nice.
But it's good to be able to play a couple covers every now and then. 'Cause that'll
And
get you on the
we do.
shows,
You know, we'll play some covers every now and then, and we throw some into our shows. But there's selected covers and ones that we really like to play, and ones that mean
You
something to us.
mix them up a little bit, or you just do
Yeah,
them the same?
we do. We do. We have, like I said, we all know a lot of covers.
Do you have any Aerosmith covers?
What was
Do
no,
you
we
do
actually do not do any Aerosmith covers. We do not do any Aerosmith. And I think that's more because it's not really an influence for the other guys. I think that was more like my thing. You know what I mean? They're more influenced by other alternative rock, like Pearl Jam and things like that. Chris Cornell is huge for Christopher, which I can understand why Chris Cornell's a badass. But like for them, it's like that Zeppelin. You know what I mean? Like it's a different genres that they are really into. I was a rocker as a kid. I always liked that hard rock, like driving guitar. You know what I mean? But Christopher's more like he likes the changes and the unpredictability of the music. So that's why when you have two writers, it makes it really cool when you go to a show, because in that way it also keeps you guessing because the writing's different. You know what I mean? One song might have 3 or 4 changes in it. The other one might just be driving you to the end. You know what I mean? And you can switch it up depending on the journey you want to bring people on. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's fun to do that.
Terry Renda from Las Vegas Metal Scene's over here asking questions, but she don't want to be on camera. Okay.
Scoot on
Buddy,
over.
Yes, come on. Hey, I saved you a seat.
Come on, everybody wants to see you in your PJs, Terry.
No. She's completely and totally naked.
I am.
Always.
No,
That 'cause you
I
only
can't
we
see
get
people
to
that-
see.
The full body picture.
You can only get that on pay-per-view, people, or show up here right now. No.
Either show up
Yuck, y'all gonna run people off.
or pay-per-view.
They're like, yeah, you pay us.
Now nobody's coming.
Yeah,
We'll pay you to come down.
Just let the parking lot fill up. So,
Yeah. Hello.
oh yeah.
Okay, Steven's speaking to Terry next.
Steven just got this picture in his head.
I got the visual.
Yeah,
I
he
can't
got
get
it all
out now.
fucked
Let's see. Now let's.
The Scorched
you got-
will also
so you
do music for pornography. You have no problem with that, right?
Oh yeah, I feel like we're probably already in the background of something.
Okay.
Creeping up my spine.
Creeping up my spine. Not my. Anyway.
Hey. So you got. You brought your guitar here and stuff. So, what do you want to play? What do you play for us?
Well, it's up to you guys. Since you're bothering me about the covers, I should probably play you a cover.
No.
Oh,
You
if
play
you want
original.
to play an original.
There you all say
play a
no.
cover.
Okay, well I can play an original then. Too.
Yes.
I have no
Yeah,
problem doing that. Okay. Cool. Well,
Good, because we got a listener in Canada that just says, "When are you gonna play some music?"
oh,
She goes, "That's my only question."
I'm gonna play some music right now, eh? So I'm gonna get down.
What's her name?
Yeah, hey, it's
Give her a
Miss-
shout.
How's Miss Boo?
Miss.
Hey,
Boo.
Miss Boo, we're gonna give you some music. Don't you worry, girl.
I told her to keep her panties on.
Wait. I'm against
Never
that.
works.
I'm against that statement.
Let's play Cribbed on My Spine. Let's do it.
Okay.
Hey little girl in the corner of the room, hope you don't mind if I come sit next to you. Why you look so dark and gray? Did someone take your innocence away? Hey little girl, is it easy to see when you look into my eyes? It's the same thing happened to me. Oh yeah, because I feel it creeping up my spine. Hey little girl, if I told you to stay, would you hold me close or would you run away? I got a long way to go. If you could help me find my way back home, because I feel it creeping up my spine. Nothing can heal this broken heart of mine. Because this feels more for me than I like to admit. And it started from the bottom of my stomach and if you could be with me tonight, things would start to be alright. Yes, I feel it creeping up my spine. Listen, every time I turn away, I feel the same. Yeah, I feel low, I feel down, I feel out and filled with shame. Cause this feels more for me than I like to admit. And it started from the bottom of my stomach and if you could be with me tonight, things would start to be alright. Yes, I feel it creeping up my spine. Nothing can heal this broken heart of mine. Because this feels more for me than I like to admit. And it started from the bottom of my stomach and if you could be with me tonight, things would start to be alright. Yes, I feel it creeping up my spine. Yeah, yeah.
Damn!
Yeah.
All right.
Holy hell!
Cheers.
Got a little red in the face on that.
Oh, we
He
did.
does. He just did Thursday night too. What song? That wasn't the song you did Thursday night. What was it? It was. What did you do Thursday night? You don't even remember neither. So I don't.
It was
feel
Road
so
to
bad.
Nowhere. But, you know, I don't,
Oh, yeah.
I don't hold back, you know, so.
I like. Yeah, everything he does, it looks like it's hurting him, which is a good thing because you can hear it in the music, right?
Get my
As crude
age.
as that sounds.
The mileage.
You get my age.
Yeah.
Oh, my age. Like he says, it's the mileage.
Literally,
Mileage,
guys.
mileage.
I was like,
Real
oh,
close too when you think
When he's-
about it. Damn.
Well, guy's pretty young, you know. He should be. I mean, guys our age, yeah, we'd have a heart attack.
Get ready to.
Yeah, guys your age are way too old, man.
I might, if I get that right in the face, I might pass out. You know. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If I get that red in the face, I better shut up. So.
That's actually normal for me.
I think he could do that. I think he does that even when he's doing. If you do a ballad, honestly, I believe you're still
I
doing.
guess
it.
we'll have to find out later.
We will.
For you.
Actually,
Okay.
that's actually one of my favorite songs you guys do.
You like that?
I
like-
agree.
I like-
That's on the
I
CD.
like that. Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
the CD.
Okay. Yeah.
It's on our original Defy the Gods, our original EP that we put out after being together as a band for 6 months.
Yeah.
And that song I had written here in Vegas, and it was one of the songs that I had written, you know, for the Scorched, and one of the first. So, you know, it was kind of like a defining, like, okay, well, they're gonna go this way with our music. Because at that point, it was like he wrote stuff, I wrote stuff, we're giving it to each other, but it had been stuff we were already sitting on for a while.
Your good stuff that you
Right,
just
but then
didn't
we
know where
started
to.
writing for the
Use
band,
it, or-
and that's when we started toning corners. And you know what I mean? Like now it's like, okay, I'm writing this, knowing Christopher as a musician, knowing Derek as a musician, now Sam and Josh, knowing them as musicians, having an idea of probably what they're kind of do with it, or just trusting that they're going to do it even better than what I'm doing.
And I'm assuming because the way you guys can play different instruments and you got two different songwriters and everything, that you will go to them with the song and somebody will say, well, maybe this.
I mean,
maybe we
that's
should do that.
exactly, and that's a good thing. Like criticism, constructive criticism, or even
Collaboration. That's what you're supposed to be together for.
You know, just make a suggestion. Sure. Whether or not we go with it, it's like, let's play it out. Let's play it a couple different ways and see how it sounds. Like the other day, we were doing that with one of our songs. Like we were bringing Josh in, and it's like, two guitars sound muddy, man. Like I don't know. With the two guitars leading the way we were doing it, sounds weird. Like you were doing harmonica at the beginning of the song. What if you just carried out a harmonica solo at the same time I was doing guitar solo in this song, and then we played it out and it sounded amazing. And it's like, okay, cool. Like in my head, it was sounding good, but when you played it out, it sounded just as good, if not better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Than what I was expecting. And it is always like suggestion. It's not like anyone's feelings are hurt or like, oh, or like, you know what I mean? It's like what works, what sounds good. You know what I mean? When we play a show, what are people going to enjoy? What are people going to like?
Oh yeah.
What do we like? That's what it comes down to. You play the music you like, and other people are going to like it too. Kind of what it comes down to, because you can be passionate about it. And, well, here in the rock scene going on for people doing that. You know, a lot of good original bands playing their own stuff, and people are catching on to it.
Oh, yeah.
Acres dozen last night. I was singing along with their stuff. I had their CD in my car for a good 4 or 5 months, I think, and I have every one of those songs, you know, in my head. So they pulled a lot of those out from their EP. I was
They always put on a good
Yeah.
show. Doesn't matter what small stage or
Baker's
not.
dozen does a
Baker's
lot
dozen, the
of good
boys, dude,
stuff.
they kill it every time.
Bunch of good ass dudes.
Yeah, they
too.
are really
I
cool
love
dudes.
hanging out.
Very, very cool dudes. And not many people are like chill like that. And when you find that kind of people in the music world, it's like, yeah, I'll work with you just about any time. It makes it easy.
And they're always willing to do anything. They're going to be going to the studio and doing some more stuff.
It's awesome to hear.
Here soon. So they they're gonna have another CD come out.
You couldn't have a better manager than Six either.
Oh yeah. Oh,
David
Six.
Six, come on.
He's very, very good. He's like super committed to his band. Make sure that everything-
Loyal to a fault.
Yeah,
That is one of my-
and also, you know, he's
Good
super
friend.
hard worker. He doesn't stop beyond loyalty. He doesn't stop working for them. You know.
No, he won't.
Yeah. He's
And
always,
everything he does is actually looking out for their whole interest.
Exactly, which is
The whole way around.
a tough thing to find these
And
days.
any of his friends around him, for that matter. I mean, honestly, he's that way with everything he does. That's why he's a great manager.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's why he has a lot of friends in the music world. You know?
Yep.
So what else you want to do?
I don't know. What do you guys want me to do? You want to play a cover now, or do you want me to play like a ballad? What do you want?
Man, you can, okay, play a ballad now.
Yeah.
Let's hear this. I do want to see that. I am kind of curious.
See a ballad go off.
I know you can pull it off.
It's been a while since I've done this. This one's called Lifetime.
There is nothing I regret. Nothing I go back to. My goal in life has been met. And the path I took led me here to you. And I see clearly, like never before. And I feel sincerely that each day I'm
by so fast. When you're by my side, and I make this last a lifetime. Anywhere you wanna go, I'll go. Ask me anything that you want. 'Cause I'm with you, my heart is free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't need money, 'cause hey, you're with me. And I see clearly, like never before. And I feel sincerely that each day I need you more. Time goes by so fast when you're by my side, and I make this last a lifetime. In the road ahead, you will find me waiting. In my path behind, yes, I feel it fading. The only thing that's true, girl, you know it's you. And I see clearly, like never before. And I feel sincerely, honey, that each day I need you more. Time goes by so fast when you're by my side, and I make this last a lifetime.
Yep, I knew you could do it. That was pretty badass. Holy hell.
So that was a cover, right?
No, that's a song I wrote.
That was the one you wrote. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was it's called A Lifetime. You can find that actually on our live LP, but with the band, an electric version of that. So just look at
We got a live.
We need to do that one.
Yeah.
I like that. That was
Yeah.
really freaking awesome. And you do still make your face red and stuff, even when you're singing a song like that. I kind of figured that, but it's because I mean it's your song.
It's
right?
emotion.
That's it.
It's not strength. It's not like I'm straining
Maybe
myself.
that's why you're such a nice guy, because you're putting that all that red that's coming out of your face when you're performing, whether it's a ballad or the other.
So I tell people all the time, I'm like, I save all my energy for shows. Like if you ever see me on
You're all over the place, man.
you wouldn't even know like that on a show or on stage. I'm a completely different man. I'm an animal.
Oh, there's all the expression that you have in your face when you're on stage.
Even with the mask, because that was the first show you'd seen him at too, right? Both of us at the Boulder City one. That was the first time.
I was at Vegas Rising.
I've seen him.
I saw him at the Bunkhouse.
Saw him at the first show I saw him was over at the Bunkhouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it.
Oh, that was what, about a year and a half ago?
Had to be. It was us, the Scoundrels.
Yeah, that was you, the Scoundrels, and
Darkwater Rebellion. We're
Darkwater
badass.
Rebellion. They actually called me up and they said they were coming back into town. They were coming back by.
Well, we should set up a show with them because those guys are cool, man.
They are. Oh, that dude's got. I mean, he's an older guy.
He's good though,
he's
man.
Kind of like he's a little younger than I am.
Really?
Yeah.
He seems young though.
He's like in his 40s.
Yeah.
Now his drummer and the other person, I think that's his kid. I think.
The drummer was the girl, right?
The drummer was a girl. Yeah, the drummer was a girl. And then there's another guy. They're both really young.
Yeah, but they were super talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I definitely like encourage anyone listening right now, like just check them out. I know they do have
guitar.
reverberation.
I love that guitar.
He uses a steel
yeah.
guitar. A lot of the time he uses that steel. It gives you that really cool desert dirty rock, like a that twang. You know what I mean?
Waggy sound. Yeah.
Totally, dude. I love it. I love it. I want to get one of those guitars. I get down with that. Like I can play with that for hours.
Oh yeah.
Give it a slide. You know, so a lot of times people use.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like John
What was that hell?
Zito
Capo.
slides.
That's what that thing was.
Capo, yes.
I remembered that.
Capo.
Yes.
Yeah, this
Like
little
Capo the other night.
badass.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
G7.
Yeah, but
Looking for a sponsorship from G7. No, I was kidding.
yeah. Yeah. John Zito uses that
Slide.
slide.
Our newest guitarist, Josh, is like blows me out of the water on guitar. So he uses slides. He uses whatever. He can play. He can tap behind his head. It doesn't really matter. He can do it all. So I'm excited to have him do more shows with us because we call him the secret weapon. You know, we've just now busted him out. You know, what I mean, now people might be ready. I don't know yet, but the show we played with him at the Rogue Bar was a good indication. It was his first show with us, and it went really well. So.
Oh yeah.
So the song you just played is part of the 7 hours of music you got ready to do.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, if you find that on our album, it's not an acoustic style song. It's on our.
You need to put that in there.
But I also
Hey,
have
put
another
it
version
on
of
as
it
a
on my
bonus track
old
at the
EP.
end. I used to love finding
the Wade
that.
Eno EP that nobody knows about.
Tell me that
secret
tell me that I always loved listening to a CD or tape, album, whatever it was, and you loved the hell out of it, and one time you just accidentally didn't stop it or reset it, and 20, 30 seconds of silence, and all of a sudden you got some
Secret
songs
tracks.
sitting there.
Yeah, sure.
Tesla was great. I love Tesla doing that.
Well, keep your eyes out for some like Easter eggs in this upcoming album we got coming out. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I'll tell you, it's funny. I like it when bands will do stuff on a CD. They won't tell anybody. They just want to see if anybody catches it. Like Bad Little Sister on every single song, they fart.
That's funny.
There's a fart in every single one of their songs.
Look at Gio's over there. Look, Gio is over there going, I'm going home and listening to this right now with headphones.
He's facing
I feel like the ultimate example of that. Dark Side of the Moon.
Kimberly Barnhill.
They fart. They
The
fart
ultimate
on every
example of what
song.
he's talking about. The secret.
They recorded.
Dark Side of the Moon. We'll sync it up with the third line,
No.
the second lion's roar for Wizard of Oz.
They
Oh,
have,
okay.
we've talked about it before.
Like who notices that?
I wouldn't
It's no
notice it
secret.
till I
I guess that's an interesting concept.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody noticed that.
Yep.
I was talking about the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. Like that's one of those perfect examples of that. How who noticed that syncs up perfectly after the second lion's roar or whatever. Like that whole movie syncs up to Dark Side of the Moon, the album.
Right. Oh yeah.
Wizard
You know what I mean?
Wizard of Oz,
Somebody
yeah.
noticed that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, there's people that have parties like that.
Oh, of course.
We're gonna
I feel like I've
watch
had a
Wizard
party
of
like
Oz to Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon.
that. And maybe or maybe not, mushrooms might be involved.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't give me any ideas, man.
That's the next Geo party.
Yeah.
You guys like mushrooms on your
No,
pizza?
it's not.
Like,
People
everyone-
are on camera.
Big screen. Big screen.
But I got a couple TVs in my garage, man. I'll set them up all over the house, man.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Be around good people. Just write a whole album, you know, to something stupid.
Oh yeah. So we got a. Oh, I'm sorry. He's messaging me. So coming up in January, we're putting a show together, right?
We are. We're bouncing around, you know.
Over at the Sahara Lounge.
Yes.
Yep.
Bouncing around back and forth with Avi about a couple of different ideas. Avi is the owner of Sahara Lounge. But it looks like January 20th. It's a tentative date. But we definitely have the venue. But keep your eyes open. It's going to be for a very, very good cause. And we'll let you know all the details. Just keep your eyes open on the Revolution Radio. Look out what probably you have on their webpage, on your Facebook page, on all that stuff. I know the Scorched, my band, will have it up on all our stuff. We're going to continue to post stuff on the Vegas Rising page we have on Facebook because there's over 900 people who are members of that.
I think we need to like condense that and kind of show everybody this is what, I mean, we're still going to be doing the benefits. But
Right. But that's what that's for. Is more like benefits and like revolution type stuff. Anyone can really post in that group. It's more about Vegas Rising. It's more about the collaboration of the rock and music scene, and that's what we have been doing. But specifically, I want to make sure that we're posting about benefit shows and stuff in that forum. Like I said, it's not, you don't have to be posting about that. You can post about your band having a show or whatever. That's cool. But it's more about a collaboration between the music scene and showing that we won't be beaten by any kind of bullcrap and violence or anything like that.
Well, actually, I got finally got a hold with Red Rockin.
Oh, you did? Oh, really? A month and a half later?
Yeah.
But I mean, there was a lot of people donating, which was a good thing. That's why they were so busy.
Sorry, really busy. And so it was, but yeah, it was. They want to work with us. They like to. It doesn't really have to be for, just for.
We don't have to do it for a tragedy. We don't have to do it for a tragedy. This is what we all.
They always need blood. Like, I don't think I've ever been a time in history I can remember they were like, we don't need any blood, guys. No, they always need blood. They always do.
So they're,
somebody's sister, somebody's grandmother, somebody's dad, somebody's brother needs it. You know what I mean? And that's what we got to remember. If you can give it. People in here probably not so much. We got tattoos going on, but if you're 6 months after that, you know what I mean, you'd be all right. But
it'll be like
the criteria
there.
And if you don't meet the criteria to give blood, you can still volunteer. You can still help in other ways. These shows, you can show up to the shows. You can show up and support. You can donate money. You can donate time. You can donate.
Hey, well, this is one thing that we all discussed in the very beginning. The first meeting we had about trying to even do this was that we were going to do it for what happened. I don't even like talking about it because, I mean,
giving power to the thing, I get it. Yeah.
Yes, but I think we all agreed that what we wanted to do was be able to do this once a year minimum, a decent sized one for good causes, without tragedy, without anybody dying. For 3 Square Food Bank, we can work with. I mean, there's so many people we can work with. Animal shelters, Shade Tree. I mean, there's a lot of good charities here that do a lot of good in the neighborhoods.
People are looking to do good things. That's the thing that but I think Vegas Rising really opened my eyes to that fact that when something happens, or even when something isn't happening, there's causes out there. Everyone has a cause. Everyone's being affected by something in their life. When you walk by someone on the street, they're being affected by something that one of those causes could help. Trust me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. Everyone is either living it with themselves or they know somebody. Whatever it is, you know what I mean. So it just comes down to doing what's right, going out and finding a cause, or supporting other people in their causes. I don't have cancer, but guess what? If there's a cancer benefit, I'm going to play it. Because I've lost a lot of good people to that. You know what I mean?
Everybody has.
You know what I mean? Everybody has. Yep. And you know what I mean? And it's like that with a lot of other stuff too.
And that's the thing, though. I would honestly, by next year, I want to put 2018 underneath that damn tattoo.
Yeah, man.
And do it, hopefully not for a tragedy, just because we can get together and get good people to do it, good musicians, good people to get involved with it.
You know what I mean? And so you don't have to keep on putting years.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm telling you.
Infinity symbol.
My goal is to go down to my wrist for a Vegas Rising benefit every single year. That is my goal.
On your leg.
And eventually, look, I'm talking, we're going to be doing T-Mobile and all that. Maybe it'll be a couple years down the arm right there, But
yeah, dude, I mean,
we're going to be doing that, and then Raiders Stadium.
And you make it a little better every time you do something. Things like T-Mobile aren't that far off from happening. You know what I mean? And this is a human business. There's people in it. The people who actually work and put shows together for T-Mobile are good people. They give us free tickets all the time to go say Imagine Dragons or something. Here you go. They like the rock community. They like the local community. They're willing to. You know what I mean?
And that means even
they're corporate. They have to fill a certain quota for whatever they do. You know what I mean? But when it gets big enough, I'm sure we won't have a problem doing something like that. You know what I mean? And it comes down to, like I said, everybody coming together for the right cause and continuing it. I mean, this is not a cause that's going to die. That we want.
That is specifically something I am not going to ask.
Collaboration.
I don't believe you would or he would either.
So,
yeah.
There's definitely been a shift in the scene, in the music scene, since this whole thing's happened, especially in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Being in the ground zero of all that and feeling it the way we felt it. has definitely affected us, and has made a shift, and has made us all start to realize the bigger picture. I think.
Which is sad that that's what had to happen for that to happen, but I don't care as long as it makes it better for everybody.
It is sad that it had to happen that way, but in a way, it's like at least something positive came out of something so freaking. You know what I mean? At least that sparked everybody working together as one. You know what I mean?
And the last couple of times I was over at House of Blues, I was kind of expecting that to be a real solemn, kind of creepy feeling. It wasn't.
Hell no,
People
man.
go in there and
Everybody's getting together to kind of help each other get through this.
last night it was packed.
Oh yeah.
Beggars doesn't play to a packed
That's what I'm
house.
saying about the local band. Like a lot of those people were there for Baker's Death. Like Panther puts on a hell of a show. Everyone knows it. But I mean, everyone was around. In my arm's length, were there to see Baker's Dozen.
Right.
You know what
Well,
I mean?
I know one thing. There was a lot of people that were at that show that were at Vamp a little while later.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, guess what? They're supporting the local bands because guess what? Children of Corn was at Vamp. Who else was at
Honor
Vamp?
of Thieves, Astoria.
Astoria, like 3 major local bands. Who are you going to go see? Who do you want to support? You know these are good dudes. You're going to go and support. You know them. You know them personally. You know what I mean? And a lot of and that's what's great about the rock community here. We don't hide. You know what I mean? We're all right out in the open. Go to Vamp. Go any night.
Paulie's watching.
You know what I mean?
I had to say that on and to my camera. F you, Polly. I love you though, you bastard.
He's coming for you.
No, there's
no hot dogs
there's
today.
There's no Donnie dog, so he's,
But you know what I mean? Like we're
he
not
won't show up.
We're not like, it's not like we're trying to like hide in the shadows or anything. It's like here we are. We're the, you know, like come out, like
Right.
come to our show, come to any rock show, any local rock show, and you'll meet these people and you'll know what I'm saying is true.
Well, so
They're
dude,
freaking awesome.
I see you go to everybody's show. I've seen Gio go to everybody's show, and
Well, that's how you build a
You
scene.
gotta
Is you
love
support
him
one
though,
another.
man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how you build a good scene. That's
yeah, exactly.
collaborative.
You know, you go out and you support everybody. People see that, so they're gonna go out and they're gonna go support you when you play.
The best fans a musician can have with other musicians,
Right.
because they understand.
That
They
is
get it.
one of the best things I've liked. That is what kind of got me keep going to the shows. Is like Geo. I went to a lot of their shows in the beginning. Retro Sky was the first group I started going to see. Then I met them, and the thing that I liked about it is that I had nothing to do. These guys actually did, okay? And I would see them at the other shows, and that made me want to go see them. I've seen Geo 17, 18 times. I don't even know what Driven.
Driven, they play all the time.
Holy
and that's the
hell.
thing, they have the support in Las Vegas because they're good dudes. Again,
And they
they play
show up
fucking
to
kick-ass
support.
music. And so you put those two things together, and people are like, I just saw you kick ass on stage, and then you come out here and you're having a beer with me? You're cool shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's no pretension, which is what I love. Like,
Yep.
it exists, but not with the people that in the rock community that I respect. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The people I respect are not that way. They are down to earth, super cool guys. They just want other people to be in the music too. You know, and that's why we all do what we do.
Definitely. Well, I'll tell you what, our time's about
It's dwindling.
Got CC Storm that came in the house. He's
How about that cover, man?
Taking back.
Can you go out with a cover?
No, he did a ballad.
he did a ballad.
Oh, okay.
You're
Well,
welcome.
Hey, you want to do? We got time to do one more song.
I can do one more song.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I can do one more song.
You don't have to do a cover. You can do whatever the hell you want, but it's called a cover. I'm curious. He wants to see a cover. Is that what you're saying? Come
Yeah,
on.
I mean, I'm not a big cover guy, but
You want
I'd like to
Hendrix
hear
or
him.
Cornell? You tell me
I'd like
what
to
you
hear
want.
him. Yeah, there you go.
What do you want?
So you did cover. He might even ask you to be a guest singer on his.
No, I'm not gonna do Cornell. I'm gonna do a cover of a cover. See if you can spot it.
Sounds like Four Non Blondes, but
It's been 7 hours and 16 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see wherever I choose. like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I can put my arm around every girl I choose, but they don't remind me of you. Went to the doctor, guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, boy, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool because nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. All of the flowers that you planted, mama, in my backyard all died when you went away. I know that living with my baby was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try, because nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you.
Nice. Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, yeah.
Sinead
Prince.
O'Connor doing a song.
That's Prince Jam.
Prince.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it? Chris Cornell doing a cover of Sinead O'Connor, who was doing a cover of Prince. And I was doing a cover of that.
Nice.
Go.
Well, that was a pretty good
degree.
mix.
Yeah. That's pretty nice. Pretty good job, man.
So I told you I could play covers. I was going to go like to the nth degree of the covers.
The cover of the cover for a cover.
Cover, the cover, the cover, the cover. Look in the mirror and play a cover, like in those double-sided mirrors. That's what you
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
Chris
Well, I'll tell you what,
Blair,
we're gonna try
Chris
to.
Annis, who
We're gonna
knows?
try this again. I think I might have found what my problem was on that. So hopefully music will start playing now. So,
Whoa. What the hell were we just listening to?
no, I'm talking about it. So we can change over. So we have a
Yes, I
little break.
know, I'm messing with you.
But
We may or may not be stopping for a doobie break.
maybe yes.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, it's legal here. Ain't nobody
It
can
is
say
legal.
shit about it.
Oh, the other day I forgot. Forgot your little baggie.
Oh, that's messed up, bro.
But anyway, thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate
Well, it's awesome
it.
being here, as always. Good seeing you. Good being here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's fun. We've known each other for a while. We talk all the time.
Yeah. We grab beers all the time.
Grab beer all the times, get some street tacos or whatever. So-
Yeah. We'll
Say
do
hi
it.
to Nick Blaze, the
Yeah.
producer from Nenon.
Oh yeah. What's
Say
up?
what up,
What
Blaze?
So well yeah, we got but yeah, I mean it's now it's we get to actually do a. I know you did an interview with DJ Sound a while ago. So that was cool.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He gets
Not
a
as
little,
cool as Captain Steve-O.
He gets a little full of himself sometimes, but he's cool.
Well, I mean, he was
But then again-
nothing but respectful and polite and cool to me.
Oh yeah, he
So-
is. He is.
And he was super excited about music, and to me, I can talk about someone like that all day long.
Oh,
So.
the thing is, I gotta give him shit.
Oh, you gotta give him shit. I don't know him well enough yet. Later, I will give him shit.
Oh yeah, okay, no, give him as much shit as you can. Just you ought to hear him laugh. I swear to God, the guy sounds like Muttley. The dog,
The dog?
Muttley. Exactly.
I only do
get
that
him
when I've
going.
got a really
You get
big
him
hit.
going like that. He laughs like, and he won't stop.
Muttley!
Yeah, that's his new nickname actually.
That's awesome.
All right, so let's try and get back to some music here, and I will be back shortly.
What the hell cartoon was that?
It was the Wacky Races, man. I'm that stupid, I remember it. Yeah. You want to stop that? I can't reach it from here. I need to get a cigarette when we get. Is it working?